Hey guys, Kurt Elbin with Virginia Tech Baseball. I'm here with Figured Out Baseball, and we're going through our tee routines. The next drill that we're going to introduce is our post-stride drill set off of the tee. If you haven't already, go back and check out our top and bottom hand drill set along with our fungo swings. For this drill right here, we're just focusing on what happens after our guys stride. So we really try to get our guys to focus on how to use the ground, how to stay in the ground, and how to turn the barrel and create bat speed behind the swing versus to the swing. So basically, Eddie, just get in your normal stance and stride and stop, and we'll go through a couple different points. So the biggest thing is we want these guys, and Eddie still messes this up a little bit. He's an older hitter, but we want our guys to actually make a forward move to the front. So big point here is they need to be kind of flexed here. They shouldn't be locked out with their front side. The other thing that we try to do is we try to open the front toe, so when we actually turn, we're bracing that front side and creating a good turn with this back hip, just like that. So get back to your stance, stride and stop, and I'll talk about barrel. So that's a pretty good forward move. We want to have really good direction. That front toe should be kind of into the instep of the back foot. And then here with our hands, right, we're going to have neutral hands. And the start of this drill is this. I want him to slowly load his hands and get him back to a stretch position. A lot of our guys, the front foot, it's not an issue, but it's a point of emphasis. So if you go blocked here, so land square. So some guys that land square, they're going to have to ankle roll. So as he turns, he's going to have to ankle roll, and the foot's going to kind of slide out. The one thing that I try to get guys to not have happen is when they land blocked, right, they have a tendency to slide to the front before they actually turn their body, all right? So in this drill, what we want our guys to exaggerate is have an open front toe and kind of be almost at a 45. That way, when they make the forward move, the only thing that can happen is this is going to be your break. When we're turning this back hip, this thing flattens out, and we're just behind the baseball, and we're generating bat speed with our turn. So I think the knee is really important. I think our front foot is really important, especially in this drill. So let's see what this looks like. Let's stride and stop and have your neutral hands, okay? So he's in a good position. He's going to slowly stretch his hands. Just keep this where it's at. Slowly stretch your hands from a neutral position. And now we're going to feel stretch. So in this right here, he should feel tension, okay, in the midsection, and he's just trying to get stretched. So this is the front side, the top portion of the swing is going to be closed. This front hip, we should start to feel that open up a little bit. And he's going to try to generate the swing from the ground up and turning this barrel. So go when you're ready there, Eddie. Let's start getting through this. So let's go without stride. You're probably tired there from standing. Yeah. So let's go without stride. Just get to that position, front foot, all right, weight to it, stretch. So one thing that we want guys to not do is reload their hands. So that's why we have them start 50, kind of just call them neutral hands, and he's going to just load his hands, all right, away from this is already set. And then when they get to that good spot, he's going to let them go. Slid there a little bit. If you go back and watch that, he kind of went here, and then he lost his barrel. So we want to work behind the swing. Don't slide. Much better. One of the big reasons we try to get guys to land here is because we don't want them to land in this manner, and then when they go to swing, they hip slide. So we want the front foot to be a break, where when we turn that barrel, we're directly stopping that momentum from the forward move into a direct, crisp turn behind the barrel, turn behind the ball swing. A lot of guys that land here and they have this weight, that knee's going this way, but the hips are still sliding. So we're trying to prevent a hip slide. We're trying to be direct behind the baseball and forward, and that's why we do our close shot. Guys that hip slide, they come out of their legs and they lose their barrel. It's hard to deliver the barrel directly to the zone. If they're coming up here, it's just natural that the barrel is going to lag through the zone and it's going to be below the baseball. All right, even before contact, even before actually getting to the middle of the zone. So guys that are direct with their front side and they can break, they're covering the zone more directly and efficiently, and you're just going to have more chances to backspin the baseball. With the post-stride video, usually we want guys to do 5 to 10 swings. Once again, in the middle of the zone, middle height, just really trying to isolate that base and how we turn the barrel. Kurt Elbin with Virginia Tech, you just saw our post-stride video. For more videos, you can go back and see the early parts of our tee progression, starting with fungo swings, top and bottom hand. For our next video, you guys can tune in and we'll get to a lower half drill called our taps drill, and then we'll finish up with locations.
Thanks for tuning in to Figure It Out Baseball. If you're watching on the figureitoutbaseball.com website, I hope you check out the Figure It Out Baseball store and grab yourself some gear to help support this totally free resource. If you're watching on YouTube, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you keep up with all the cool stuff that we do. For you podcast listeners, we've also got our podcast now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. Figure It Out Baseball, the home of hundreds of free videos from dozens of college and professional coaches and specialists from great schools like this. So tell your friends about figureitoutbaseball.com, the world's #1 online coaching tool.